I'm going to make a bunch of stuff with the new IOD. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it, but these are random things that I started maybe painting and saved to do who knows what. So let's get started and see what I create. For plastic items, it's really helpful to spray prime first before you apply the paint. Okay, I've had this plastic globe forever. It's one of the things I spray primed. I'm going to paint it with some mermaid tail and we'll see what happens. I easily painted it with 2 coats of DIY paint and mermaid tail, and now I am applying an IOD transfer. It's going on so easily. I have this taped off here and down here, and I'm not a genius at painting round things. I am going to try to hold it in place and then paint it, and we'll be finished finally. Put a little wax on it. It's going to be a fancy globe. Creating should be fun and also prioritizing your friends. It's good to have both, especially over 50. Thoroughly taped off anywhere where I thought the queen bee would hit the mermaid tail. 2 coats and it's done. Love the finished product. Just another example that you can take everyday things, thrift store items, things you find in the trash, and completely transform them with DIY paint and IOD. Old frames are one of my favorite things to make over. I'm painting these with some apothecary, and I'm gonna go over them with some beadboard. Next up, I'm painting an old box. I am painting some dollar store plastic frames and some old bottles that I have on hand. I use DIY paint in Kissing Booth and Hey Sailor. If you haven't noticed, I like to put some fun into every day. This is me being silly with my friends. I painted some terracotta pots with DIY paint and Queen Bee. I applied liquid patina, and now I am using IOD paint inlay. It's hard to get around the curved area, so I'm just sort of improvising, but I think I'm gonna really like the end result. You wanna make sure that you have plenty of patina there, and then you wanna get that inlay wet to activate the paint. Let it dry for about 15 minutes to half hour before it's totally dry. Put it again and pull that up. The paint that was on the inlay will transfer to your surface, making it look like you hand painted it yourself. Speaking of improvise, I recently went to Disneyland with a bunch of friends, and we rented a double stroller to carry all of our stuff. No babies, just the stroller. Even old aluminum cans can become something special. I used DIY paint Queen Bee, and now I am using IOD air dry clay. Notice that I wrapped it up really well. First, I am using a big piece to create just a blank template to put onto that with wood glue. You want to dust your molds really well with cornstarch. That way the air dry clay will just pop right out. This is the new frames mold. I love it so much. A little more wood glue, and I'm gonna put it right over that and set it aside to dry. This is gonna make such a cute planter. When you're done using the clay, wrap it up really well. Keeping your air dry clay really airtight will keep it indefinitely until you're ready to use it again. Just as we age, wrinkles can be okay and like wisdom and fun. When the clay dries, sometimes it will just have a few little cracks in it, especially if you've made it thin like I have. And this is normal and okay. And I'm going to show you how to backfill this so nobody will ever know the difference. You want to take the teeniest, like teeny, little wormy teeny piece of IOD air dry clay. It is my favorite clay because it dries fast. There's way less cracking than other brands I've tried that are full of too much moisture. It is really, and it's super durable. Once it dries, it has wood fibers in it, so you can literally drill through it. So do you see how I just made like a teeny little thing there? To fill cracks, use your little snake and then use a cheap paintbrush and some water to smooth it out. Once it dries, it'll be really hard to tell where your mistake was. We were celebrating my friend's 50th birthday, and hopefully by the time you get to this age, you are embracing your flaws, your mistakes, and your wrinkles. It's a beautiful part of life. I love how this turned out. Let's see how to do it. Using some of the new IOD transfers, I cut out the flowers I wanted to use on this bottle. It was easy to apply. The paint was totally dry and the surface was smooth. I could not be happier with the end result. And here it is finished. I put 1 coat of liquid patina on it to seal it. It helps to just see ordinary things in a different light. This old bottle got a makeover with the new IOD transfer Fern Fables. It's full of teeny little whimsical florals and all kinds of fun little creatures. So excited how that turned out. So many cute pieces in this transfer. Practicing our Star Wars Force powers here. You don't have to be a Jedi to have the skills to make over your old stuff. I'm using a thin coat of DIY paint and bead board just to do a wash over this. Once the clay was dry, I went over it also with bead board. Once that's dry, now I'm gonna go over with a wash of that apothecary, wiping off the excess. This is just going to show the highlights of that gorgeous frame. After the apothecary dried, I'm using a light amount of the liquid gold patina. This is just such a beautiful combination with the apothecary. I'm doing both frames using just a rough, inexpensive brush. Down in the trash frame, made over. I love it. Once my clay was dry, I'm doing the same process by using a really watered down queen bee over that mold, wiping off the excess. Once that was dry, I sealed the entire thing with DIY paint clear wax, followed by just a little bit of the dark wax to highlight those high points and give it some age. Just a reminder that some things just keep getting better with age, like Fern. Even an old cardboard box can be something new. Using the IOD Marche de Fleur, I am going over the bottom with just pieces of this transfer and this beautiful bloom on top to give this box a new look. I'm gonna seal it with clear wax, and yes, you can do that on cardboard. It dried great, I buffed it, I love the result. Which project was your favorite? Let me know in the comments. Dollar store frame, this old bottle. I loved making over these found in the trash frames, and especially the globe. I think that one was my favorite. This is your reminder to prioritize fun, friends, and creativity in your life. If you like this video and want to see more, please like and subscribe. Link to all the products are in the first comment below. Thanks for watching.